All right, y'all. So we got to get into this Katt Williams interview on Club Shay Shay. We talk about a lot of the craziness he was trying to expose with the industry regarding comedians and he was speaking his mind unfiltered, not saying, not holding back. And honestly, I gotta appreciate that about Katt Williams. He's always a man. He seems to me like he doesn't care what anybody has to say about his opinion. He's gonna speak his truth.
Boy, that's Cat.
Mhm.
That's Cat.
Definitely,
He
definitely one of the greatest of
on Club Shay Shay, man. That man went on there. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? He came with all his receipts, man.
all the receipts. So the first thing we're gonna address is pretty much the Friday movie. He played a character on Friday.
Boy.
Yep, yep. And he was talking about his role as Money Mike. And pretty much when he first signed on, the script wanted the scene to go. Money Mike was supposed to get raped on Friday.
Really?
Like that's how they wanted the
I
script to
must have missed
go.
that one.
Originally, they wanted it was supposed to he was supposed to get raped on Friday. He was not okay with that. So Katt Williams told the producers, let me take this role and make it my role. I write exclude what's going on with that with the assault, and it's going to be funny regardless. So he took on the role, and he killed it. He said he did the designs for the costume. Um, he wrote the lines, he did the designs for the costume. He checked around to make sure that no one else will be wearing the same stuff as Money Mike. And what he was really upset about was Ricky Smiley coming out and saying that Money Mike was supposed to be his role.
Right, right. I heard it be
So he started calling out the industry in the sense of some comedians sell their soul to get advanced roles and get ahead of other people that are actually doing the hard work. So what you think about the Hollywood soul selling, bro? I know I've been talking to you about that for a little while.
to kind of stay on Ricky Smiles, or Smiley, whatever his name is. From what I remember, what Cat Williams was saying, um, Ricky Smiles was supposed to get the the Money Mike. He was supposed to get that role, but apparently, um, not Mike, but Cat Williams went in and he auditioned and he did a incredible, fantastic job. I guess Ice Cube, and his team just decided to give Cat Williams the part. And, they give Ricky Smiley the Santa Claus role because at first I also heard that Cat was supposed to get the Santa Claus role. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you watch Club Shay Shay, he was like, it don't make no sense. Santa Claus 5'5", like you know what I'm saying? 5'5". The hell, kind of Santa Claus is that? You know what I'm saying? But Cat did his thing, man, and he got the role, and even Ricky Smiley, he came out and he said, "Look, man, he deserved it. Cat deserved the role and did a great job. He killed it." Now, as far as the topic, or addressing what Cat said, I mean, like you alluded to just now, bro. Me and you, we've been talking about that for a while. I mean, you've been on it, man. It's not a surprise to us, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Cat was just exposing a lot of truth, man. Truth that me and you already know, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we seen it, man. All these guys, especially the black men, they come out and, to get big roles or get big scenes in movies, they gotta, throw on these dresses and all that, and it's crazy. It's disgusting, and I'm actually glad that Cat Williams coming out and speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? All I'm just a little worried for him. You know what I'm saying? Because man, he's really like laying it out, man. So
Mhm.
I pray to God that he watches back and he's protected, man.
Yeah, he talked about other comedians fast tracking and getting moved up in their career. He even called out Kevin Hart as an industry plant. He called out Cedric the Entertainer. He called out Steve Harvey. He
Right.
called out Tyler Perry. He said Tyler Perry plays a better woman than a man. So that's the role he gets.
Oh my
Um,
God.
the thing with the industry is, regardless of what category it's in, comedy, sports, action movies, whatever it is. Hollywood has these soul selling rituals that they force people to engage in. Well, they don't force you to. They put it in front of your face and say, how bad do you want it? You know, how
Right.
bad do you want this role? How bad do you want the promotion? How bad do you want to get moved up in your career? And a lot of these comedians, minority black comedians are selling out in homosexual acts, you know,
Right. Right.
um portraying themselves as being feminine, wearing dresses, okay with wearing dresses and you know,
And how many times, not to cut you off, Zay, but how many times you see, how often do you see the whites, you know what I'm saying? The whites to be asked to, you know what I'm saying, to wear dress and all that. I'm not saying the whites never done that. White men have never wore dresses in Hollywood. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is how often do you see that? You see what
you
I'm
don't
saying?
you don't see it much, man. And I personally believe it's a little bit of a cult mixed in with a little bit of white supremacy. Let's make the black man look stupid. Let's put him in a dress, make him feel like he's a woman. You know,
Emasculate them. That's their goal. You want to emasculate the black man, and you want to I feel like their agenda, their goal is to also destroy the black family.
yeah,
I'm not trying to get in all into this race thing, but I'm just calling it how I see it.
that's
They want to erase, you know what I'm saying, the father, the black father, you know what I'm saying, the man, the man in the house, you know what I'm saying. They want to get rid of them and destroy black families. That's kind of their role, bro. That's kind of their agenda. That's what they want to do. It's no secret
exactly,
on how I
exactly,
see it.
man. So Katt pretty much was getting to the fact that he's been doing everything, you know, from the mud. He got it from the mud. He's been doing it with no handouts, been moving up. And he made a great analogy. He was talking about, you're not gonna compare a real athlete to somebody taking steroids. Pretty much he was alluding to performing these rituals and going along with what Hollywood wants is like taking steroids because they move you up in your career, but you might
Right,
not have the talent. So he was saying that's why what he meant when he said if everybody gets on the line, we're gonna see who's really about it. And
right, right.
it's I'm glad somebody's calling this nonsense out, man, because I've been speaking about this, for a
You
while.
have.
Oh, the three gates in Hollywood of selling your soul, homosexuality, sacrificing a loved one, and the third gate and being publicly embarrassed, an act of humiliation, aka wearing a dress, maybe getting slapped on TV, alluding to Chris Rock. These are many different gates, but homosexuality seems to be the number one gate that a lot of these black men are being forced to partake in. They're not forced; they just so
For
they
it's just
told.
yeah, it's just a proposition. And I mean, when you offering somebody that's
Mhm.
from the ghetto, you're offering them hundreds of thousands, probably even millions. It's probably gonna be hard for them to say no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some kid grew up, in a Section 8 house, you know what I'm saying, with roaches and stuff like that. And here you have this producer, you have this, you know what I'm saying, he offering the comedian or actor or whatever, for like, $500,000 or $1 million to play this gay ass scene or this gay
Exactly.
scene.
Hmm.
They you know what I'm saying? A lot of them gonna fold, man. A lot of them gonna fold and say, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Can we both agree that a real man is not going to compromise his principles or his morals for some money or to get moved up in a position
I mean,
or
I studied the late great Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? He used to talk about how a real man do not, you know what I'm saying, he does not allow money and other things to, you know what I'm saying, to allow himself to betray his character, who he is, who he really is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't allow money or whatever the case may be to make you forget who you really are. At the end of the day, a real man will stand on his principles. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if money can buy you, then come on, that says a lot about you as a man. That's why he used to say we cannot look up to a lot of these celebrities um, or whatever the case may be as black leaders because they're not leaders. They are puppets. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are being bought. You know what I'm saying? by the supremacists. So, that's just how it goes. That's why, even with me, man, as much as I love some of these basketball players, some of these football players, I had to learn to not look at them as leaders anymore because, like I just alluded to just now, a lot of them are bought with money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, bro. They just forget about their principles and characters and all the stuff that people have taught them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's what it is.
They throw it right out the window, man, and they go and they make their millions and they put on an image that's influencing these young kids in certain ways. And a lot of people would say that, a young kid seeing this on TV is gonna, how are they influencing them? We're influenced by what we see. So think about a young minority, young black kid, seeing these guys on TV wearing a dress, behaving in a certain manner, or even compromising their character. When you sell out for money, you sacrifice everything for money. The love of money is like the root of all evil. So
Right.
you do anything to get that dollar. You'd kill anybody. You do perform any homosexual act. Betray your moral character and throw it all in the trash just for a couple. And
Oh, absolutely.
Katt, he called it out, and they tried to destroy his character, talking about he's a drug addict. That man said he's never used hard drugs in his life.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
He said he got five daughters, five sons.
Adopted. He adopted about 7 kids, I believe. Yeah, he adopted
Yeah,
about 7 kids. And to you know, to touch on this, I wanted to touch on this before we end this segment. Um, I just really appreciate how he, what he has done for my people, and by my people I mean my Haitian folks. Um, he's went on missionary trips to Haiti. Okay, he's even gone as far as to learn how to communicate with my folks, learning how to speak French and learn how to read in Creole. You see what I'm saying? So I really appreciate Katt for his generosity, not just for Haiti. It just I heard him speaking in an interview about how he used to send some woman to a certain comedians and give them money because certain comedians obviously don't make the same amount of money he makes. So he'd be like, okay, like, hey, come on, man. I know he's broke, so I'm gonna send some of these chicks out there to give him the money. And the reason why he said he doesn't give the comedians the money himself is because he doesn't want them to be like, oh, thank you so much, Cat. Appreciate you so much, and bow down to him. He doesn't want that because he said he's not here for the Instagram. He's not here. It's genuine, and he gained my respect. I already had some level of respect for him, but when I heard him talk like that, I was just like, man, I just gained some more respect for him because not a lot of people would do that, especially people that's like in his position. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? He could have been like, "Neff that, I'm Cat Williams. Like, I'm gonna do what I do. Like, who do you? You know what I'm saying?" So, I really appreciate that, and um, and like I said, I hope nothing happens to him because when you expose things like that, they're gonna try to come for you, man. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if God forbid, man, something happened to Cat Williams in the near future. Another important thing he alluded to is he was getting bashed and canceled for, calling out other black men, other black comedians for doing this. And everyone was like, oh, how are you gonna call out another black man, this and that? And there's something real important that he said. He said, this is not a race thing. This is far beyond race. He said, there's God's side and the other side.
Yeah.
This got nothing to do with race. It doesn't matter what race you are. Don't have loyalty for somebody that's doing the wrong thing just because you happen to be the same race as them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is too. That's the false idea of cultural unity. Just because somebody's from the same place as me, if they're not moving right, I'm supposed to give them a pass and not say nothing about them.
You got to hold them accountability. And unfortunately, we lack that a lot in our community. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout outs to Cat Williams, man. I know he's supposed to be hosting a show where I'm at right now soon. I think, well, I don't want to say too soon, but I think around April. So, hopefully, You know what I'm saying? We get to go see him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, legend. You know, I love him in Friday After Next. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's my take on it, man. I'm not sure if you have anything else you want to touch on, but that's you know that's my take on it.
That's it, man. That's all I gotta say, bro. And man, it's hopefully Cat Williams stays safe out there, and hopefully we get to see him in show soon.
Right, I hope so too, man. Because normally, sometimes people try to come out and expose the industry. Either you know they get Kanye West, or they or they just vanish, or I don't know. So you know, I love me some Cat Williams. I love how he keeps it raw. You know what I'm saying? Keeps it 100. So Um, you know, big shout outs to him, man. You know, exposing the truth. I mean, yeah, exposing the truth. So yeah.
Like Cat Williams, man.